Well, on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson on first down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. There's Jackson on third and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate?
No. Check,
I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. There's no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Hurry up, here we go.
He can run, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
For Tokyo! Check three. Tyson. Check 15, check. Shorty. Black.
Wentz now on 1st down. This right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Empty.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go now.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
81. Push him back. Black, come on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Let's go.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He puts Aguilar over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Hang in there now.
I always
Hang
laugh
in there
when
now.
people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good
Grade 15,
receiver.
grade 15.
That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens. And
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Nelson Aguilar, 41 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator, oh, this is blocked.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
that is just one of those oddities in
Back
scoring
out of that
that we
penalty. Here we
get.
go.
And it's just so strange to see
Hurry
that
up,
go
here we
up
go.
on the board.
Blue
And then you got to
90.
make sure that
Blue
doesn't happen to
90.
your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
Boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situations?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So
All right,
here's
now
the
look
deal
at
on it.
56.
The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants back in, what was it, 1950?
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was,
82,
handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
82,
So after the
82.
incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You got three down.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And more running right through him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Long.
No.
In there
Check,
to make the
Patriot.
sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Hey, 4 down. 58 to Mike, 58. Detroit!
On second down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney. 4 down. Check. Here we go now.
Jackson now down around his goal line. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone.